This week on SAS Podcast.
But allegedly, when that trade first went down with the Clippers and the Rockets, the wink deal was, Chris Paul, after your contract is up, we're going to give you said max, which was this money right here. So that was the only reason.
Handshake
that was, yeah.
We supposed to be the losers, but we winning though. They used to laugh at us, now we winning though. They used to tell me never in my lifetime. I guess they wasn't in their right mind. Underdog.
Yes, sir. What's going on, folks? Welcome to a brand new, exciting episode of Strong Arm Sports Podcast, the realest sports pod in all the land.
True.
Bro, we are the realest in all the land.
True.
Okay, I'm trying to make sure your energy right, man. I need you to be with me, man.
I'm in the building.
All right, bet. Listen, man, we are back to wrap up the previous week of sports in dramatic fashion. No BS, no sugarcoating, no biases, only that strong arm truth. That's what we deliver here. Now, if this happens to be your first time watching our show here on YouTube, or if you're listening on any of our various podcast channels, we don't discriminate. We don't care what you're watching or listening. But I'm one half of the show. I go by the name of K Spade the Prospect.
And I'm your boy, Paris57, and together we form Strong Arm Sports. Spade!
Yes, sir.
Spade, people was hitting us up last week like,
Yeah,
yo, y'all going live. Like, yo, we need to know what's going. Like, AD just been traded. Y'all need to go live. Spade, we had just finished recording the show. I mean, like, literally, we just finished. Boom, we got some news that AD. So, Spade, needless to say, we couldn't wait to get to this week because a lot of things happened in the NBA this week. And we're going to start with the AD trade. Let's start there. You good with that?
Let's do it, bro.
Spade, so if guys, I mean, unless you living under a rock, you know, the NBA draft and everything happened, but the Lakers bust that move finally, which we was telling the Lakers and the Pels to do all throughout last season, but they finally did it before the draft, and AD is now a Laker. I want to say it's going to be official, maybe like on like, what, July 3rd or something? July 2nd? Something like that.
Yeah,
But
something like that.
It's going to happen. So, AD to the Lakers, and the Pels got in return Lonzo. Spade, I want to get your thoughts on the Lakers trading Lonzo. Lonzo, they got Brandon Ingram, they got Josh Hart, and they got 3 first-round picks. And as I said earlier, the Lakers got Anthony Davis. Spade, it's too. I don't even want to play the who won that trade because we don't know. We don't know. We got to see what happened, like, you know, how the assets work out with the Pelicans. It's been some reports out there that they still may move Lonzo. We don't know what they're going to do, what's going to be their starting lineup. So I don't even want to play the who won the trade game. I just want to get your thoughts on this trade, break down, because the Lakers gave away basically their whole team. So break down the outlook of the Lakers and what you think they need, and talk about the assets that the Pels got in return.
Yeah, I like the deal for both teams, man. You know me. If it's a deal that I feel like both teams get what they need or what they want, I don't think you can find a clear-cut winner here. The Lakers wanted Anthony Davis. They made that clear. They made that apparent last season. They damn near tried to give away all these same pieces and more last season to make this deal happen. The Pelicans did not want to move AD. AD did a great job of letting these guys know, look, man, if you want me to play out my contract, I will, but it's not a chance of me re-signing here. They took him out to dinner. We just said here on this podcast, bruh, she gone. Stop buying her roses and shit. She out. They finally came to their senses and said, all right, look, she out. How can we pimp this? How can we get what we need out the deal? Well, it also helped that they landed the number 1 pick in the draft thanks to the lottery. So you know you're gonna get Zion Williamson. You know that. Now it's about what type of pieces do you have to put around them? Because I'm going to keep it a stack with you. If they don't trade AD and they have Anthony Davis, they get Zion Williamson. I know they got Drew. They got some other pieces. That team right there would have been fun, would have been exciting to watch, but it wouldn't have went anywhere. And then AD would have been out in a year. You go ahead and move him. You put some pieces around him. You got a shooter in Hart. You got potentially a two-way play. I'm still kind of on the Lonzo wave. I know a lot of folks out. LaParis, a lot of folks out on Lonzo, but I still believe my only concern with Lonzo is his health. If Lonzo can stay healthy and stay on the court, I feel like he's a pretty good, I ain't gonna say pretty, he's a really good two-way player, all right? So depending on what you want to do with him,
you said your only concern is his health, and you're not concerned about that shooting, them free throws, them 3-point percentages.
Okay. Absolutely not. Because even when he got hurt, all those numbers was trending upward. I mean, he gonna figure all that out, and on the defensive end, I feel like his court vision, he gonna be all right. With Josh Hart, you get a shooter. My concern, I do have concern with Brandon Ingram, obviously, because the type of injury that he had is one that could be one of those injury. You can't really call it an injury, but it's one of those health issues that can just reappear whenever. And we've seen it cost somebody their career already. We saw it cost Chris Bosh his career. I know it's not the exact same thing, but it's close enough to draw those comparisons. As for the Lakers, they lost a lot of young pieces, but I feel like they kept their best asset, man. They kept Kuz. Kuz been surprising people since Summer League the year he was drafted. He really been busting ass since Summer League the year he was drafted, bro. So you get Kuz, you get Bron, and you get Anthony Davis. Now they got to fill their roster out. They got to get some cheap. They did a great job of signing a bunch of one-year contract guys. All of those guys are about to be off the books, man. I think the Lakers only got 5 people on their roster. So granted, they top heavy. I get it. But they're going to be able to get some specialists, which is what I feel like you need. You get a guy like a Kyle Korver. I know Kyle Korver just went somewhere. I'm just saying a guy like Kyle Korver, who you put him on the court, he's got one job. He know his job. He going to deliver on that. You get a guy who might be a scrappy defender. You get a guy who you can feel that out. You don't need any other stars. I was upset when I was hearing like the Lakers want to go after one more big star. I was like, for what? Now you finna fuck it up. Now you finna put.
That's what I was about to ask you, Spade. Yeah. Because the Lakers are trying to trade Mo Wagner, and I think his name is I'm gonna jack it up, y'all. I think his name is Isaac Bonga or Bongo, whatever his name is. But if they get them off the books, then they'll have the $32 million or $30-something million enough to sign another max. And people are saying, oh, that could be for Kyrie, that could be for Kemba. So you don't like that route. You rather them take the money and fill out the roster.
Absolutely. I mean, the name, and I was upset because I was saying this name, I was talking to people, and I wasn't hearing it mentioned at first, but then I started to see this name from other sports places, and I was like, damn, it's going to look like I copied them. But to me, if I'm the Lakers, you know who's the apple of my eye right now, bro?
Who that?
JJ Redick. I want JJ Redick. Now, JJ not going to be your typical run-of-the-mill specialist. You're not going to get him for a handful of crumbs because thanks to the 76ers, they broke bread with him, gave him that one big-ass contract. And so, I mean, they kind of set his value at that point, I feel like. But you get JJ Redick. Hey, I think both teams came out great, bro. And even though the Lakers gave up those 3 first-round picks, you know, you cannot give first-round picks in consecutive years. So that's going to stagger out over a while. You can't give, like, next year, the year after. You can't do it like that. So, you know, you could say that those picks are going to hurt the Lakers. I don't think they're going to hurt them that bad because I don't expect them, like, it's not like it's going to be a lottery pick. It's going to be a mid to late round first pick. You know what I'm saying? And at that point, you got to have your scouts and your folks who in they bag who looking for that gem. Most of these drafts are going to be lotto heavy. You know what I'm saying? 10 player heavy. And then there's going to be some guys that you really going to have to put a bunch of minutes. Hey, you know how in the video game back in the days, bro, if you were scouting somebody, you had to put time on them? Like, the rest of these dudes, you're going to have to put a lot of minutes on. To scout, to figure out what you need. But I think the Lakers are okay, and I think the Pels came out great, man. They got a young, exciting team. They're not going nowhere, but they're going to be young, and it's the type of team that you can grow with, build with, you know, and they can build through this one big trade. This big trade and being the number 1 pick of the draft has set them up for the next few years to build. So I like it for both teams.
I like what the Pels did too, Spade, because the Pels they got the 4th pick from the Lakers and traded that to Atlanta to get more picks. So the Pels are definitely trying to maneuver and make moves to, you know, not just for these upcoming years, but for the future for real. As far as the Lakers though, Spade, they got AD, we know they traded for Reggie Bullock last year. But I agree with you, Spade. They need to be looking at a guy like a JJ Redick. They need to be looking at a guy like Seth Curry. Seth Curry is a free agent. I mean, I've been hearing that they've been trying to trade these other young pieces to get that's why they ended up trading I think they ended up trading their first round picks because they trying to keep the money, keep the cap right so they can get a max. I don't like, listen, I love Kemba Walker. I don't like him in LA.
I don't either.
Do we want to do you really want to do Kyrie and LeBron again? I don't know if that's the answer. I don't think it's enough ball to go around. But I think they could take that 20-something, that 30-something $million, fill out that roster. You can get the right type of center that LeBron like, the right type, because LeBron don't really like them centers that clog up the paint. He kind of like a dude that can stretch the floor. So you add LeBron probably gonna be running point guard, right?
I mean, if they need him to, I mean, and that's the versatility of LeBron.
That's why I don't like the Kim. Like everybody was saying Kimba. I don't know about that. I don't
like Kimba there. I don't like Kyrie there. Somebody was saying Jimmy Butler. I don't like. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to not like Jimmy because Jimmy's gonna make it work. Like Jimmy gonna do what he do. But I just don't feel like that's necessary. Like you got.
I agree, bro.
You got something here. Go ahead and fill it out with specialists, and I like the direction.
And we assuming that KD is going to be out for a whole year. Clay going to be out for damn near 3/4 of the year, probably. If not 3/4, definitely half the year. Yep. So the Lakers need to be trying to go get it right now. They need to be trying to go get it right now. As far as the Pelicans, like I said, if I told this to Spade off camera, I said my only concern with the Pelicans, what they got back, is Brandon Ingram. You hope a speedy recovery, he able to have a long career. But I would be a little skeptical if I was the Pelicans getting Brandon Ingram with the with that blood clot situation. We just seen that type of situation with Chris Bosh. I would be a little concerned with that. But all reports out of nowhere is they love Brandon Ingram. Like he was the one that they definitely wanted, and they was trying to get Kuzma. The Lakers didn't budge. I felt like this trade worked out both. I don't even like to do the who won the trade. I think the trade worked out both ways. Like I said, the Pelicans took the Lakers for a pick, traded that back to Atlanta, got more picks. So I cannot wait to see these two teams. Spade, you don't think the Pelicans have a chance to get the 8th seed at all? Not the 8th in the West? Because a lot of people are like, I think the Pels might could get the 8th seed.
They're a young team, though. They're a young team, bro, and they got some shit to figure out. Right now, I'm gonna say no. If they do, it'll shock me.
Should they trade Drew Holiday and just go straight young?
No.
You could trade Drew and probably get another potential pick, or maybe I don't know, Spade. Should they trade Drew?
I would not.
Oh, okay. So your starting lineup right now is Lonzo, Holiday. Mm-hmm. Zion, B.I.
Yep.
And Okafor?
Why not?
They just read up Okafor.
Why not? Oak was eating. Now, I mean,
Randall looked like he won out.
Randall's out.
Randall like, I did this already. I'm out of here.
Yeah, I think he's out. I don't know, bro. We can't judge these teams off paper.
Mm-hmm.
But I just think they gonna take their lumps, man. They gotta figure some shit out, bro. They gotta figure it out.
I hope they stick to it, Spade, because we see teams we look at the Kings and they just you don't want to have that type of situation when they be like, we ain't making the playoffs and let's get some of these young players out here, get a veteran. Like I don't think they should throw it in the towel. Some of these, they be expecting to win right now. They fire coaches, they trade young pieces, and be like, we expected to be better. Like, I want realistic expectations down there, man. Realistic expectations.
Bro, I forgot they still got Elfrid Payton down there.
Elfrid might be a free agent.
Okay.
Yeah, he might be a free agent.
I was about to say, wait a minute. Because
I mean, another trade happened, bro. If you ready, we can move on.
Yeah, man. Let's go ahead and move on. That trade right there. Listen, man. I want to go ahead and let the people know. I know we're going to say it again at the end of the show. But we probably finna hit y'all with a long, good talking podcast right here this week. We are not filming a podcast. And we're not recording a podcast next week. Y'all know it's June, man. It is the month of greatness. We both got some birthday things coming up. So I'm going to go ahead and warn you. I want to apologize in advance in case I'm long-winded. Because I'm probably going to be long-winded. Let's go ahead and move on to the next trade of the hour. Mike Conley.
Which I was right on.
You was right.
Okay.
But at first, LaParis, when people kept saying that the Grizz had the number 2 pick and the Grizz really like Ja Morant, I was like, I do not like Mike Conley and Ja Morant together. And you was like, Spade, what if they move Mike Conley for pieces? And I was like, I feel like Mike Conley, their best player. Why don't they just draft somebody to play alongside Mike Conley? The only reason why I thought it was a possibility is because Mike Conley still make a lot of money. And I know it's a lot of folks out here that's like, man, Mike Conley never really gets his just due. He really don't get his props. He's a hell of a player. I agree with all that. But at the same time...
Let me get a 20, Spade. Let me get a 20.
Go ahead.
Because people always be saying, Damian Lillard, the most underrated point guard in the league. I think that's Mike Conley. I think the most underrated PG in the league is Mike Conley. Never made an All-Star game. Mike Conley be hooping, bruh.
He do, man. But I got a confession to make.
Go ahead.
I don't know if Mike Conley hoop to the level of his contract. To me,
I mean,
you don't like that.
His money suggests he's not underrated because he at one point in his career was the highest paid player in the league.
Exactly.
So his contract said, "Yo, you not underrated." Memphis knew what they had. But I mean, Mike Conley never made an All-Star game, and I don't feel like when everybody talking about top point guards, Mike Conley is never mentioned, and I feel like he deserved maybe not be a top 5 guy, but he deserved an honorable mention. He definitely deserved honorable mention.
Well,
no,
yeah, he do, but I'm gonna lob this to you, and I want to know how you feel about the trade because I already know, but the people need to know how you feel about the trade. But I just want to throw this little jab in there, man. A 31-year-old point guard who is due $66 million over the next 2 seasons.
Okay.
Woo!
Spade.
Yeah, man.
You rather have
he
Mike
was traded
Conley
to the
or
Utah
Ricky Rubio?
Jazz, for those that don't know. And LaParis, go ahead and let everybody know the details of the trade, how you feel about it. Go ahead.
Spade, you rather have Mike Conley or Ricky Rubio?
I mean, are we looking at contracts or are we just looking at play?
Spade, will you forget all that?
I need to know.
Would you rather have Mike Conley or Ricky Rubio?
I need to know. I need to know if we're looking at contracts. Because let's be honest, we hard on Rubio, but
Overall,
Rubio had
let's
just
look at
started to
overall.
figure it out. Rubio had just started to figure out. I think, and I don't have any numbers in front of me, the last 2 seasons have been Ricky Rubio's best 2 seasons. And I think he just got okay to me. He just got okay. Only problem with Ricky Rubio is when James Harden come to town. James Harden dropped the shit out Ricky Rubio every chance he see him. Like, if they pass each other in the grocery store, Ricky Rubio gonna fall. Like, that man can't guard James Harden to save his damn life. I'm not trying to say Rubio is a better player than Mike Conley. I'm not that foolish. But if we doing bang for buck, I just got a problem with Conley's contract, bro.
I just got 8 days out of the week. 8 days out of the week.
I feel you.
Spade, I got the trade for him right here, though. The Mike Conley trade. The Memphis Grizzlies traded Mike Conley to the Utah Jazz for Grayson Allen, which, people were telling me Grayson Allen was in Utah. That's the move. He ain't even played this yet. And I know somebody going to write in the comments, Grayson Allen had a 40-point game. I don't care. Spade, what you said, everybody can have a good game in the league. Miss me with that. But they got the Jazz got Mike Conley. They traded Grayson Allen, Kyle Korver, Jay Crowder, the number 23 pick, and in the 2019 draft, and a future first-round pick. Wow. I mean, I feel like Memphis, they did a good job. They got Mike Conley contract off the book. They got a scrappy dude in Jay Crowder, which everybody hated Jay Crowder. Me and Spade was the only ones probably in the world. Boston despised Jay Crowder. Me and Spade was like, hold up. Jay Crowder was the lone bright spot up there for a minute.
Yeah.
Jay Crowder, they
got
what that was about. Kyle Korver, who is definitely a tradable piece. Kyle Korver is a tradable piece. And I mean, they got Grayson Allen, but I like the 2 picks, Spade. They got the number 23 pick this year, and they got a future first-round pick, Spade. I think I like what Memphis did. And the crazy thing is, when I was saying they was going to trade Mike Conley, everybody was bringing up the Jazz, and I'm like, yo, Mike Conley during last season was like, yo, I'm not going to Utah. I'd rather stay in Memphis. So
that's true.
he changed his mind. He's in Utah. He's in Utah. He's a Jazz now. But I like what Memphis did, man. I like what they did. How do you feel about it?
I like it. I don't know if I love it as much as you do. I like Jay Crowder. I'm a big time Jay Crowder guy. I like Jay Crowder, and I feel like he's one of those guys, like you say, he's scrappy on both ends of the ball. So Ja, I'm not saying Ja is not a shooter, but he is super dangerous of what he can do attacking. He's an attacking point guard, in my opinion. So when you got a point guard that play aggressively like that can attack, you want to put shooters around him. So I don't like the idea of trading Korver. I think you keep Korver. I like having Jay Crowder. And, you know, I still don't know what to say about Tripper. I don't know if Tripper is a spot-up shooter. I don't know if he's a catch-and-shoot guy. I haven't seen enough of him at the next level. But I feel like if you felt like Ja was the guy, you did a good job to get a couple pieces around him, and I like the trades. On the flip side, bro, I don't know. I don't know how. I'm going to keep it a stack with you.
This to me, this makes Utah. Come on, Spade. This makes Utah better, bro. Mike Conley,
bro.
At one point in time, Spade, they were starting Dante Exum at the point, and then when he got hurt, they were starting that dude Neto, whatever his name is. Come on, Spade. You just gotta pray Mike Conley don't get hurt.
We can stop right there. But I also, man,
Spade, he played well this year. He played well. He played plenty of games this year. So if he gave Utah at least what he did this year, they better.
You ain't worried about their depth. Mike Conley, Donovan Mitchell, Joe Ingles, Favors, Gobert. Name me somebody off their bench.
Exum.
Stop it.
They got the other dude, Royce O'Neal. They got some talent over there, man. They got some young pieces.
I think they might have got worse. I think they definitely got better at the one. They got better at the one. But they lost some pieces, man. They lost some pieces, man.
You know what? Let me look
up
Utah
like Jay Crowder.
Real quick.
I like Jay Crowder, bro. We know what Kyle Korver can do. Kyle Korver got to be 58 years old. Kyle Korver been hooping since I was in grade school. Like, Kyle Korver been hooping forever. But I like what Kyle Korver can do. I like what Jay Crowder. I'm going to be honest with you, man. I don't know if Utah got better, bro. Sorry.
Hey, I think they got better. So you get, they still got Favors. They got Ingles. They got Exum. They still got,
Stop saying
Royce
they got
O'Neal.
Exum like he nice. Why you saying him?
Spade, you know, I was not a fan of Exum, but he got better. I can't front. The kid got better.
He couldn't go nowhere but up. He was bottom of the barrel. Shit.
Hey, Spade, he got better, bruh.
Keep saying Exum. Let me pull Exum numbers since you keep throwing his name out here.
And Spade, and they got cap space. They can fill out depth. They can get depth. They got money.
Don't nobody want to go there, bro.
I mean, well, now that's, you know, I mean, maybe Mike Conley can change. Mike Conley and Donovan Mitchell can change people's minds. Why you not being optimistic about this thing?
I'm just not. Matter of fact, I want to throw another question your way. Listen, man, Ricky Rubio was on Twitter sounding like he was thinking about climbing up on something high and jumping off of it. You know, Ricky Rubio don't feel too good about this trade. He don't feel too good about this trade. He said
Ricky Rubio, a free agent, if I'm not mistaken. He won't be back.
Ricky Rubio said, let me find that damn. What that post? I got it. Notice how I lied and said I had it before I even had it. Ricky Rubio tweeted, "It's time to just be happy. Being angry, sad, and overthinking isn't worth it anymore.
I like it.
Just let things flow.
Worry. Be happy. Don't worry. Hey, Rubio can always go back to Spain. He can always go back to Spain. I'm just saying.
Now we kicking Ricky all up out the league.
I'm just Spade. You looking Spade? Look at Memphis. Memphis gonna have Ja Morant. They drafted Jaron Jackson Jr. Valanciunas out. That look like from all reports that I've been reading, look like he wanted to be back in Memphis. So he just want a longer deal. So they got Valanciunas. They got DeLone Wright. That dude Caboclo, whatever his name is, was playing well last year. They got Justin Holiday. They got some. Spade, I kind of like what Memphis got. They still got Dylan Brooks. They got
I like what they did. They got better. It's this end I'm worried about. Now look, getting Rubio out of Minnesota was good for him, bro. Like, he was posting career highs over there, bro.
I think they got better. Now, my only concern is Mike Conley. You know, he's been banged up a few years ago. That's my only concern. Mike Conley healthy, they're a better basketball team in my opinion. Hey,
what's the over under on him playing 75 games this year?
I would say 70, not 75. I mean, let me see how many games Mike Conley played this year. Let me see.
70.
He played 70?
No. Whoa. I was gonna move the betting bar.
Oh, he can get you 70 games.
All right, hold on. I got you right here. Let me see.
Yeah, tell me how many he played this year. Now, remember, Memphis
70.
was trash. They
played 70.
Yeah, he can get you 70. He gave me what he did this year, 70 games. I'm happy. They're a better basketball team. And okay. Mike Conley over Spade, you know I got this little thing in my brain that I do. I think whatever the Jazz record was this year, I feel like Mike Conley gets you 6 to 8 more wins, whatever they were. Mike Conley gets you 6 to 8 more.
Okay.
I don't even know how the Jazz record in front of me, but whatever it was, I feel Mike Conley gets you 6 to 8 more wins.
Okay. I like it. I like how confident you sound about it. And I know people going to listen to this podcast, bro, and they're going to say, man, Spade, man, hating on Mike Conley. Let me make sure y'all hear what I'm saying. Mike Conley's a good player. He's a good point guard. He's one of the best. I just don't feel like he played to the level of his contract. That's my issue. But he's coming off a 21-point season, bro.
A lot of people, the way they're giving out money.
You absolutely right.
The way they're giving out money, y'all got a guy named Hassan Whiteside down there getting banked.
Bro, why? Hold up. Now, why you want to come from my squad? Should I start going through these Chicago Bulls? You want to do that?
What you mean? I felt Levine is on his way. I feel Levine is on his way. But
that's
you want to talk about Otto Porter? Because you already know how I feel about Otto Porter. We got
Otto down there getting that bag, too.
I'm on record of saying how I felt about Otto when they paid him in Washington. Give me Kelly Oubre right now. Give me Kelly Oubre.
Wash, too.
Stop it.
Now I'm getting personal.
Stop it.
Now I'm getting personal.
Stop it, Spade. I'm just saying, Spade, we seen people get that bag in this league and just be like, yo, whatever. Like, we have seen it. So, I mean, Mike Conley at one point was the highest paid dude, I think, per yearly salary. But, I mean, I think since LeBron passed that, a few people done passed him now. So, like I said, I think the Jazz still got like $20 to $25 million in cap, so they can definitely go get money to fill out some spots where you think they lacking. They can get some people. I think they better. Spade, you telling me they not better?
I don't think they better.
Oh wow, I think they better.
They better at that one position.
But you like everything Memphis got?
Yeah, Memphis got better.
What are you expecting from Grayson Allen, Spade? Is he going to be a pro's pro? Is he going to be a guy that's figuring it out in this league? Because people told me last year when I was on Grayson Allen, this dude going to make you pay this year, LePavis.
Yeah, they told you that. I ain't seen enough, bro. So I don't want to, I'm not slamming my gavel down. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't really be tuning in to Utah games like that unless they face one of the players I like. And they ain't really playing Miami like that. So, I mean, every time James Harden comes to town, it's kind of hard to watch. Yeah, it's kind of hard to watch Grayson Allen when James out there chopping up the whole damn squad. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just keeping it a stack with you. James Harden go over there and he eat and shit. Sometimes he don't. In one of these playoff games, he played terrible. They still won. So yeah, man.
Yeah, he was like 0-18.
Bro, ain't nobody ask you all that. Let's go ahead and move forward. Let's go ahead and move forward, bro.
It was wild.
Ain't nobody ask you all that.
20 straight shots. It was wild. But Spade, that's a great segue because we got to talk about your Houston Rockets and this Harden versus Chris Paul.
Bro, I'm not a Rockets fan, bro.
Beef?
We might have new listeners on this show.
Is it beef?
They don't know if you lying or not, so I have to come through.
Get the buns. Somebody get the buns because it's beef.
I'm not
Spade,
a Rockets fan.
What's going on with your boys Chris Paul and Harden? It was It was a hella reports coming out this week saying that after games and after practices, James Harden would be on court shooting on one side of the basket, splashing, splack out. James Harden was left-handed too.
That sound about right.
Banging shit. And they said Chris Paul would go down there, take one of the rooks, go down there and shoot on the same side. Shoot on the same side as James Harden. Just disrupt all what, James Harden getting his practice on. Just disrupt all that shit. It's also a report, Spade, that after they lost the series, it was some back and forth, and Harden blamed Paul. Paul blamed Harden. Paul don't want to play in an offense that just watched James Harden dribble, step back, travel, shoot, and Paul James Harden want Chris Paul to earn his damn money, saying he can't beat anybody off the dribble anymore. Get your shit together. Spade, what the hell is going on with your boys?
Well, if you remember, LaParis, after that loss, I told you it was something coded, something cryptic. They asked James Harden, after getting so close, what are you guys lacking? Like, what do you have to do? James Harden said, I already know what we need to do. He said it quick, too. Oh, yeah. He had that one chambered. That guy, he had cocked it. It was chambered. He was ready to let it go. He felt nice. He found compassion.
I thought he was talking about D'Antoni, Spade. You said
at first I thought he was talking about D'Antoni. Then I wondered if he was talking about Chris Paul, but I knew the way he said it, it was something on that damn squad that man wasn't digging. And I mean, I think it's safe to say at this point, it's Chris Paul. Now, I want to do something here on this podcast I don't often do, LaParis. I'm finna talk about something I heard from my sources, and I'm actually being serious. So I have, I don't even know what to call it, but I have a person that I'm cool with, an acquaintance that lives in LA that's connected to the league, a ball player. And this guy has a relationship. It's a person in the league. I'm not going to call their name because I feel like that's unprofessional. He has a relationship with a player in the league. This player used to be a teammate of Chris Paul's. And the guy said, and I quote, he said, look, man, my partner so-and-so said that a lot of people can't play with Chris Paul. Chris Paul is not an easy teammate to have because he don't work hard. But he's super critical of his teammates, and he expects the highest of his teammates. Now, you can look at Jordan, you can look at Kobe. Both of these guys right here expected a lot of their teammates, but we never heard reports of them not working hard. Kobe and MJ, they be the first one at the damn gym and the last one to leave. You can't stroll in the gym 40 minutes late and then be barking at folks about what you want to see done. And I'm going to tell you something else. We talk this all the time, LaParis. Father Time undefeated. Chris Paul has been a really good player. He's been a great player at certain points of his career. I feel like right now he's on the back nine. He's tapering off. And he can't deliver like he once could. So that makes it tough too. When you got a teammate who can deliver. When you got a teammate who, through your injury, through multiple teammates' injuries, can just go on one of the craziest scoring runs that's ever been seen in the history of the sport. You can't come back and be super critical of that guy because he's going to look at you like, you can't do what I'm doing, so you can't tell me shit, And maybe that's the wrong attitude. I'm not saying that that's James Harden's attitude, but I'm saying, LaParis said, me and you building the house, and we laying brick. If I done threw up I got 2 walls. All right, we're making a 4-wall building. If I done 2 walls myself, and you still on your first wall, I don't want to hear your tips. I don't want to hear your tips. You need to catch up. You need to build another damn wall, and then we can converse. So I don't know if that's the issue out there. Of course, the Rockets are doing everything in their power to combat this. It was video of Chris Paul out with Daryl Morey and somebody else from the Rockets organization, probably the team owner or something. And Rachel Nichols was like, oh, you guys are together. I thought, it was tension. And Chris Paul was like, we supposed to be beefing, right? Yeah, get away from me. And they made a nice joke out of it and said, there's no tension. We're good. Chris Paul even commented on an Instagram post. The post was saying, things are unfixable in Houston, man. Like, Chris Paul is tired of the ISO ball with Harden. Harden is, I read a quote. It said, James Harden feels like Chris Paul talks too much for a person that can't beat his defender, which I found funny. And Chris Paul commented on that post and said, this is all news to me. Like, I ain't heard any of this. So that had me like, oh, shit. Well, maybe if Chris Paul, if he's being honest, then maybe all this news is James Harden. Because they say there are reports that James Harden went up there and said, one of us got to go. Ain't he saying he got to go? One of us got to go. You know, either me or him. And if that's really how things have gotten, man, it's pretty bad for Houston because I still feel like this Chris Paul deal was one of the worst deals in the history of the sport. Chris Paul was phenomenal for Houston in that year. He was phenomenal for them in the postseason. And to this day, I say if he stay healthy, they defeat the Golden State Warriors. But instead, he got injured again, which he has a history of doing. And at that time, they made that insane contract with a injured 33-year-old point guard who was injured every year for the previous 2 or 3 years. They made that deal with an injured 33-year-old point guard.
Let me speak on that real quick, Spade.
Go ahead, bro.
On that real quick. Because now take it with a grain of salt because this is coming from Chris Broussard and his sources. So take it with a grain of salt. But allegedly, I'm saying allegedly because it's from Chris Broussard. But allegedly, when that trade first went down with the Clippers and the Rockets, the wink deal was, Chris Paul, after your contract is up, we're going to give you said max, which was this money right here. So that was the only reason.
Handshake deal.
That was the allegedly what was said for Chris Paul to approve. I don't know whether it was approved or want to go to the Rockets. Like, yo, you going to come here. Wink, wink. We're gonna hook you up on this back end, and we're gonna get you right, leaving out, the rest of your career. When at the end of your career, you want to get this last big contract. So it was a handshake, wink, wink type of thing, and
clearly
that's why allegedly this deal happened. Well, that contract happened.
That makes sense. I mean, that's the only thing that does make sense, because I think it was an issue. I don't know. All I know is this, man. If they can't make it work, if Chris Paul and James Harden and the Rockets, if they're not on the same page, I think it's a serious detriment to this team. Because I don't think you can move Chris Paul. And we don't know what's real and what's fake, but there's been reports that the Rockets have offered Chris Paul to the Knicks on a buyout. They were saying they would eat the contract and ship Chris Paul to the Knicks. And from the reports, the Knicks was like, no thanks. Like, they ain't want Chris Paul for the free 99. They was like, nah, we good. Like, we not trying to do that. We got some young players over here. We don't need him barking at RJ Barrett, telling him what the hell he need to be doing. RJ already got a daddy. I'm putting words in their mouth. They ain't say none of this shit, by the way. But I don't know, man. I think it's funny. I think it's a big issue.
It's funny you ain't mentioning that Chris Paul was mentioned to the Heat as well. You didn't mention that.
He was not mentioned to the Heat.
Bro. Yes, he was. A trade for Chris Paul to the Heat was mentioned.
No, it wasn't.
Hey, it's our job to spread the news. Spade, I got to ask you, though.
That's a lie. Go ahead.
I got to ask you, Spade. Do you think the Rockets should work this out? Like I said, if you're going to go for your only problem was Golden State, KD, and those guys. Like I said, KD may be going for the year. Clay, we don't know if Clay going to be 100%, even if Clay come back and go to the playoffs with them.
Absolutely.
We don't know if Clay going to be back 100%. Usually, we already know them Achilles joints. I know somebody going, listen, I know you can be back from an Achilles in 1 year, but usually those are 2 year, that's a 2-year injury in Achilles with KD. So not this year, but the next year after, they would expect KD to be back to being KD. Like, he might play next year after 1 year, but that's usually a 2-year injury. The ACL with Clay, that's a 1-year joint, but Clay said he could be back in 6 months. But I think that's kind of pushing it. And if I'm Clay, I wouldn't want to rush it. But Clay said he could be back in 6 months. I think the Rockets should keep it together and go make this push. They only problem was Golden State.
Yeah, I mean, but that's. I agree, but that's easier said than done, man. I mean, I hate to compare an NBA team situation to marriage, but man, how many times have we looked at two people like, damn, they should just make it work? They got I got this big ass house. They got them 2 cars and kids. They should just make it work. It's so many times. It's so easy to say they should just make it work. If it's really to the point, look, man, because it was some issues this year that we didn't see in their first year together. When Chris Paul was running the offense, it looked like James Harden was disinterested. It looked like he didn't really want Chris Paul to have the ball. I don't know if that was because he had a lack of faith in what Chris Paul could do with it. But even if you take James Harden out the equation, if you pan the camera over and you don't look at James Harden when Chris Paul got the ball, I mentioned numerous times this year, like, damn, Chris Paul gets switch-offs on bigs and he can't make them pay. I don't know, maybe he wasn't 100% healthy. Maybe he can take this offseason, get 100% healthy, and maybe he can prove to us that it's more left in the tank than we originally thought. Maybe he can go back to the way he looked in that previous year against Golden State. But this year, in the postseason, Chris Paul looked like a shell of himself, and he could not get it done. And it was flat out embarrassing to see the great Chris Paul out there he ain't shaking shit. He just looking like, swing it. Just pass it. Because you're clearly not getting by anybody. So, yeah, man, if he can get healthy, I agree in every other way. We said the same. Every team in the league got to be looking at this year like, hey, this might be our one. This might be our one. So, yeah, for that reason, if you the Houston Rockets, the only big bad wolf you've been running into is the Golden State Warriors, and they're going to be down this year. Even if Klay is back. Right. Even if Klay comes back by the postseason, if Draymond and Steph get an amazing 1-2 going and they do enough to get that team into the postseason, which I still kind of expect that team to be in the postseason. But if they get there, you got to feel like this is your year. You got to. But man, if they can't make it shake, they ain't looking at that, man.
It's kind of putting me in that year when Jordan retired and everybody was like, "Yo, this is." I remember when them 2 years, and like the Rockets went back to back, like that. It was reminding me of that. It's reminding me of that. So I think everybody in the league needs to be, especially if you're one of them top tier teams, you need to be looking like, "Yo, this is our time. This is probably about to be the best chance we get." Especially if everybody, expect KD to come back and beat KD when he's 100% healthy. But this shit right here coming up, come on, yo. This is your best chance. I think the Rockets need to do give it one more push. That's what I think.
I told my homeboy that same thing with his lady the day before he left her.
That's a little different, bruh. I don't know. They gotta live together. These people just gotta work together. Just come to work, play ball, man. Yo, when I was in high school, we had some football shirts made up. It said on the back, "Winning is the best revenge." Yo, if you win, all is well.
That's true.
So
let's move forward, man. Something else happened in the news this week that just flat out rubbed me wrong. It rubbed me wrong. It's a couple of other sports channels and sports networks, sports shows, whatever you want to call them. Some I watch, some I don't watch. Some I watch because I like, some I watch and don't like, just because nothing else is on and I'm that big of a sports fan that I want to hear. So I actually wasn't watching this live, but Lavar Ball, for anybody who's been living under a rock, the father of Lonzo Ball, LaMelo Ball, and the middle ball brother that nobody really knows. He goes on a sports show and look, man, Lonzo just got traded. Lonzo not going to give you any hot takes because he's not that type of person. You want hot takes. Hot takes are good for ratings. You can't get them from Lonzo. You can get them from Lavar. So you invite Lavar to your show because you know he has hot takes, because you know he says whatever comes to his mind. He brings a little bit of unpredictability to your show. That's what people like. No filter. That's what gets you the views. That's what you wanted when you invite him on. It was an issue where they were talking about whatever, and he was doing the most like he always do, going over the top. And Molly says to him, "Lavar, can I change gears with you right quick?" And he says, "You can change gears with me whenever." And he gestures like he's changing gears, and Molly made the face like, whoa, like that was the most disrespectful thing I've ever been told in my entire life. He got a funny look from Stephen A. Smith. He got a crazy look from Max. The internet went crazy. People was on Twitter like, "Oh, Jalen Rose got to fade LaVar Ball." And people was talking all willy-nilly. And I watched the clip. I wasn't watching live. I watched the clip, and I was like, huh, I really don't think he meant it like that. I mean, like, instantly, I was like, I really don't think he meant it like that. Jamel Hill is somebody that I have a lot of respect for, and Jamel Hill even had a tweet that rubbed me the wrong way, LaParis. Jamel Hill was like, shout out to Molly for handling that so professionally when Lavar got out of pocket. And I was just like, yo, they really going at Lavar like he made a sexual advance on TV. Lavar is married. Molly is married. Cameras are on. And Lavar is unfiltered and he a live wire, but we have seen nothing in him being on TV that would lead us to believe that he would blatantly on TV make a sexual advance at any female professional doing their job. We haven't seen that. And somebody has since LaParis dug up an old video from 2017, 2 years ago. But guess what? Molly said, Lavar, let's switch gears for a minute. And he said to her, switch him. And he did the gesture like he was changing gears. ESPN has since come back and say that LaVar Ball is banned from ESPN. He'll never be back. And it bothered me, man. I'm finna get serious for a minute. I hate when society make people look like the angry, uncontrollable animal of a black man. I hate it. I hate it. And this shit rubbed me wrong because if she had said, LaVar, can I change topics right quick? LaVar would have said, let's change topics. But you can't say, LaVar, can I switch gears with you? And he said, you can switch gears with me. And you go, whoa, let's stay professional. I wish on everything he would have flipped it. I wish when she said, LaVar, can I switch gears with you? He should have said, whoa, Molly, I'm a married man. And then everybody would have said, LaVar's a fucking fool. I didn't like it, LaParis. I know you saw it. How did you feel about that whole shit, bro?
I actually saw it live, Spade. And I told
Spade,
why
you watching that show?
I'm going to tell you why. I watched the show because they sent out the tweet. LaVar Ball is on First Take. I said, holy shit, let me tune in. Spade, that's not my go-to show anymore. I'm an undisputed guy because Uncle Shay Sharp is up there. I love Shannon Sharp. I watch Undisputed. But I seen the tweet that LaVar Ball, I went on my phone, watched the joint on my phone, Spade. And when I seen LaVar say that junk, bruh, and I seen everybody face, I instantly tweeted, oh shit, they about to get LaVar. I knew it. I seen it in their face, Spade. Did LaVar mean it like that? Absolutely not, Spade. I wanna go back to a conversation me and you had, maybe if not yesterday, it was the day before. I asked you, I said, Spade, do you think they paying LaVar Ball to go up there? And what do you say?
That. I don't think they are. I think LaVar, I think LaVar being seen gets him paid in other ways. I don't think they directly pay LaVar Ball.
And Spade, I said, yo, I don't think LaVar needs to be up there. Spade, you said that you think that's getting him revenue in other places. I think LaVar could do a podcast and that shit'll get hella views. He can monetize that shit and that shit'll be through the roof. Spade, they asked LaVar, when Lonzo first got traded, last Saturday after our show, it looked like LaVar was in the gym watching somebody play basketball. Somebody with a camera phone, it looked like, went up to LaVar and was like, Lonzo got traded. I ain't talking about the TMZ interview when he was like, oh, the Lakers. That was a TMZ interview when he was like, the Lakers ain't going to never ever win the championship. This the word he was on. That was some TMZ shit. But before that, before he came out the arena, somebody went with a camera phone went up to LaVar and was like, yo, Lonzo just got traded to the Pels. And he was like, yeah, shout out to the Pels. The Pels are on their way up, yada, yada, yada. And that shit went viral. Off somebody camera phone shit. I don't feel like, listen, I understand why LaVar go on these shows. I'm not naive to that. But I don't feel like LaVar needs to go on the shows because they flip every single thing he say. They flip it and take it another way. And not only do they do it on ESPN, they do it on Fox Sports News. They do it when they're on TMZ. They be like, oh, LaVar said this. LaVar said that. And don't get me wrong, LaVar be saying some wild shit.
And
LaVar
that's why he get invited.
I understand it. And that's why they want him up there. For the ratings and all that. So I feel like they are trying to reach. If I'm LaVar, even if they was to issue an apology and ESPN see this clip when LaVar said the same exact thing, I wouldn't come back. I would not come back. Especially, I damn sure wouldn't come back if they ain't giving me that bag. I'm not coming back for free. I'm damn sure not coming back for free. But if
Not
they
after
see,
that.
say it again.
Not after that.
Yeah, come on. No way. No way. Especially he said the same thing in 2017 and it wasn't a problem. It wasn't a problem. It's annoying, Spade. And shout out to Twitter. Shout out to the people on Twitter because they like, yo, this is a big deal. This ain't a big deal. I mean, some people on Twitter was like, oh my gosh, Lavar. You know, but instantly when I seen their face, I said, yo, they about to crucify Lavar. I knew it when I seen their face. But shout out to the people on Twitter. They was like, man, this shit ain't no big deal. He ain't mean it like that. He said the same thing back. And shout out to whoever looked up that clip in 2017. Shout out to them because he didn't mean it like that. Spade, do you know a few years ago, and I'm not saying this ain't got anything to do with black culture, but what I'm about to reference definitely got something to do with black culture.
Okay.
Spade, a young man, a young black male, got arrested for saying, Spade, yo, I'm about to go blow the bathroom up. Now, me and you both know, like, yo, if I say, Spade, I'm about to go blow your bathroom up, we know what that means, bro.
Yep.
They thought he was going to literally drop a bomb in there and blow the bathroom up. Come on, man. And got arrested for that shit. I want to say that shit was in Texas or somewhere down there, Spade, but he got arrested for that shit. Like, come on, man. Listen, you know I got some issues with LeVar Ball. I don't like that he took his son out of high school and then sent them overseas and took the other son out of college when it could have been a learning experience. I don't like none of that shit, and I said it on this show. This right here is a non-issue, and I don't like how they treating that man right now. But if I'm LeVar, I'd be like, man, unless I'm not going back to any show, I can do this shit myself and generate hella views myself and monetize my own shit. They want me to come on these shows, they got to pay me that bag.
I think they owe him an apology. And I mean, I don't want no bullshit.
Would you want it?
I would want it, and I still wouldn't go back. I'm not saying the apology to get him back. I think they legitimately owe this man an apology because I think it's a form of defamation of character, man. They have tried their best to make this man look like some untamed animal over him replying to what she said. If she say, LeVar, let's change the topic. He said, oh, you can switch gears. Everybody would have been like, oh, that's a little weird. But if she say, can I switch gears with you? And he said, you can switch gears with me whenever. I got a problem with that. Don't say some shit to me I can't say back. Don't say no shit to me I can't say back. You said it. You said you want to switch gears with me. What the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about? And man, when the camera showed his face, bro, it wasn't no silly smirk. He was looking serious. He doing his hands like shifting gears. Mm-hmm. I don't like it, man. I don't like it.
Me neither. But I want LeVar to be like, yo, y'all want me to come up here? Y'all got to give me that bag. I damn sure wouldn't go back to ESPN. And when ESPN trying to interview my son, when ESPN would try to interview my son, shit. The way y'all just did my pops, come on, man. I don't know, man. I don't like his Spade. Rubbed me the wrong way as well. LeVar don't need them, man. He don't need them, man. I said that to you, Spade. I'm like, yo. That's why I asked you, like, yo, do you think they paying him to come up here? Because he don't. Man, LeVar can be outside a restaurant and TMZ can run up on him with a camera on the shoulder and that shit about to go viral. Oh, LeVar done said XYZ. And it did. After that, TMZ ran up on him. LeVar said, oh, the Lakers ain't going to never win a championship. Trade my son. My son about to take the Pelicans to the next level. Like, that shit went viral. Everybody heard that shit. They was like, yo, she said worst trade in Laker history, all type of shit, man. All type of shit. Shit went viral. It went viral. LeVar don't need them, man. I want LeVar to recognize you don't need them, bruh. You are the draw. Bro, the only reason I tuned into that shit was because LeVar was about to be up there. I don't watch that shit. Watch my own shit. Watch our shit.
Yeah, that was trash.
LeVar, come up here, bro. We'll treat you better, man. We'll treat you better.
That was trash.
Yeah,
what else we got, bro?
You already know how I feel about Molly anyway, man. I don't like nobody. I don't like Molly. Shit. I'm not a fan of Molly. Spade, we can move on.
Let's do it.
Spade, I want to talk about something that kind of had you in your bag on Twitter. You guys don't know, follow the homie. Probably already do. Spade. Didn't that shit happen on First Take 2? Didn't this shit start on First Take 2 with Damian Lillard and Marvin Bagley? Marvin Bagley was on First Take, wasn't he?
Yep.
They asked him something about battling Damian Lillard and what he wanted. Just some nonsense. And of course, male egos got involved. Dame Lillard dropped the track. Marvin Bagley dropped. Marvin might have dropped the track first. Bagley dropped the track first. Lillard dropped the track. Then Lillard came back again, dropped another track. Then Bags came back and dropped another joint. But everybody was saying Bagley shit was kind of weak. And Lillard came out with the Duffy beat from Drake.
Yep.
And kind of put Twitter on fire, Spade. And I seen you share your thoughts on Twitter, Spade. I wanted to get your thoughts on the Dame Lillard versus Marvin Bagley rap battle beef.
Yeah, man. For starters, it was dope. I mean, I think you and I both got, and people don't even know this shit, LaParis, but you and I both got some music background.
Yeah.
I could say you more than me on both ends, on the mic and behind the board doing production stuff. I never did production, but I definitely went through my phase where I was making music, and I think I did some alright things, man. You know, I made it to TV. I did my shit on the TV for a little bit. So the battle rap scene isn't new to me, and it might have changed. Maybe in 2019, as with everything else, maybe it's changed and the rules to it have changed. But I'm gonna tell you what I think about it.
Go ahead.
To give a little bit of background, Bag was on First Take, and he was asked like, "Yo, we saw a video of you freestyling, and we think Dame and you are the two best rappers in the league. So I'm going to ask you, who's the best between you and Dame?" Which I always hate those questions, because if anybody ever say not me, then I look at them different. Like, you can't ask me, like, Spade, who got the better sports talk show? You are, like, my dude. Come on, man. I'm never finna say not me. I ain't get where I got in the world putting myself second.
Should it be a humble brag, though? Should it be like, yo, who's a better rapper? You'd be like, oh, Dame Lillard nice, but I can hold my own. Should it be that type of situation?
I mean, you could do that too. You could do bet hedging. You could play the fence and say, I don't know, man. I think he's nice. I think I'm nice too. You could do that too. But what you definitely can't do is say, well, not me. I'm not the best. You can't do that. You just flat out can't do that. And Bag didn't do that. Bag was like me. You know, he was like, man, you know, I'm a huge music fan. I've been around music for a long time. I've been making music for a long time. So I'm going to say me. It was like, yo, would you be willing to challenge him? He was like, yeah. It was like, would you do it on First Take? He was like, yeah, I do it wherever. So they tweeted that, of course, because everything's about clickbait and engagement, and it's all about clicks. I get it. So Dame, quote, retweeted that post and said, I don't want to do it on First Take, but if that's what he want, he can get at me. All right? So Bag drops a song. Now, at this point, everything I've given you has been fact. Now, this is speculation. This is what I think. When I heard Bagley's song, I truly believe that Marvin Bagley thought they were doing a song battle. I think Bagley thought, I'm challenging you. Here's my song. You drop a song. And then people gonna tell us whose song they think is best. Bag drops a song. Boom. Dame come back and drop 2 diss records. Like, his shit is going at Bag. Bag ain't throw not the first, not a nail jab in his song. He didn't throw a jab at Dame at all. He called him out, but he didn't throw a jab in the song. And then somebody tweeted me and said that Damian Lillard said that Bagley sent him the song before he even published it. So that lets you know that he really didn't know that it was like that. All right, so Dame come back, he dropped 2 tracks. And he going at him. I mean, he's saying, oh, you had my shoes in high school, you been a fan. You know, he going, and look, I'll be the first to say, Dame got bars. I had never heard Marvin Bagley rap. I had never heard him rap. So I heard the first song, the very first thing that came out my mouth, LaParis. And like I said, I got background. I got rap, hip-hop background. So when the song came on, I said, oh, this is a terrible battle beat. Like, if he trying to diss him, like, this ain't the beat for it. Like, this is a song beat. And I listened to it and I was like, wow, his flow is impressive. He really can rap. But this ain't a battle song. This ain't a diss record. This ain't a battle song. I listened to Dame shit. I was like, yeah, man, Dame went at that boy. Then I heard Bagley's reply, and I was like, okay, this is Bag getting in his damn battle shit. Now he's in his battle shit, and I liked it. But as oftentimes I've seen it, LaParis, a lot of times battle rap, it ends up being a bit of a popularity contest. And Damian Lillard is the bigger star. He's been in the league longer. He's had more accomplishments. He's got more fans. He's probably got more followers. So instantly people was like, oh, Bagley got killed. 2-0. 2-0 Dame. And I was like, I don't think the first one was even, it wasn't even a battle record. So you really can't even count that song. Because I don't think Bag knew it was going that way. So if you want to take the last Dame record and the last Bag record, both of them shits went hard. But I get an edge to Bagley because he went with a original beat. When you diss somebody over a popular ass beat like a Drake beat, I'm going to tell you what you've done. You've psychologically connected with the audience before you said a bar. When the beat came on, folks was like, oh shit, before he said anything. Because that's what that beat do to us. So I know what's up, man. I think it was dope. I saw both guys come out and kind of throw respect to the other one. They said they done with it. And it was just another example of just how entertaining the NBA is, man. Like, it's a super entertaining league. I was kind of concerned about Bag because in his reply, he was, it was weird because he beeped the word shit, but he wasn't beeping them N-words. And I was like, I hope you don't hurt his, I hope you don't hurt his pockets with this. You know what I'm saying? But I enjoyed it, man. I enjoyed the battle. It was probably one of the best rap battles in a while. I mean, in a while, bro. In a while.
Spade, I want to say this. Anybody that's disagreeing with what you're saying, that's exactly why.
I don't know what the hell they talking about.
Well, that's a fact. But that's exactly why they don't use beats on Smack. Anybody that watch Smack battle raps, they don't use no beats. That's why when Cass went at Free and Free was like, put a beat on. It was like, nah, just rap. Spade, this shit is like sketched in stone. Like this shit is facts. This shit is facts. So anybody that's not agreeing with that, just think back to the 8 Mile movie, Spade. I told this to you on the phone, Spade. Think back to that 8 Mile movie when Shook Ones came on. The crowd was already like, oh shit. That shit already grabbed him. It's already grabbed him. And the same thing happened with that Dame situation. I think they both did well. I don't want to say who I think won and all that. I think they both did well.
They did.
Marvin Bagley can rap. And Spade, anybody, me and you talk about music all the time. And when you were streaming, we used to talk about music all the time, Spade. And we be like, yo, I like how whoever put them words together. Like, that's some clever shit. So we ain't just listening to some beats. We listening to what they saying and be like, oh, he put that with that shit. Like, Marvin Bagley could rap. And we already knew Dame had bars. When we see him rap on Sway in the Morning and, Sway in the Morning and all these other, morning shows, like he Dame could hold his own, but I feel like Bags held his own as well, and I wish they keep going. I mean, free music, I'm with it. Like, I liked it, but I definitely seen what you were talking about, and people was like, oh, Dame killed. I don't think how people talking. I don't think it was that type of murder. The people like, oh, he killed him. It wasn't a murder like that, yo. No, it wasn't. Not in my opinion.
It was.
In my opinion. I definitely don't think it was a murder like that. Bagley could rap though. He actually shocked me. I didn't know you could rap that well.
Yeah, it caught me off guard too. Like I said, my first thought was, wow, this isn't a good battle beat. My second thought was, wow, Bagley got a nice flow. Like, he really can rap. But
I definitely agree with your first statement. Like, yo, I don't think he thought like, oh shit, let me go bite Dame head off. I don't think that first track don't say, let me get at him. It was like, I kind of, when me and you talked, I was like, yo, I can buy some of that. Yo, let's see who got the best song. Dame came out like, but okay, young man, let me bite your head off. And then Bagley was like, oh, so that's what it is. I agree with you, Spade. I mean, I'm interested to know how the fans feel. Do they agree with that? Do they think Bagley's first joint was like him trying to get, because I mean, it wasn't no punches. Bro, you could have, Spade, I actually told you, I said, yo, we'll kill both of them. We'll kill both of them. For real. We'll kill both of them.
I've been out the ring for a minute. So
bro,
I don't want to.
I mean, bro, it's so many things Bag could have said, bro. So many that he didn't.
Yeah.
Listen.
Hey,
So many
but the
things he could
punchline
say.
was the shoe shit. Because Dame said, you had my shoes in high school, you been a fan. Matt came back and said, you been on my dick since I was at Duke, but I'm the fan? But it said, yeah, Adidas sent me some Dames, but I thought they was whack. Soon as I opened the box, I sent them shits right back. I said, get him! Get him!
I'm telling you, bro. I was like, oh, shit. And Spade, shout out to them. Shout out to both of them. Because the turnaround, it wasn't like Pusha T and Drake. We had to wait a week and all. Man, that turnaround they was coming right back. Shout out to them, though.
And the funny thing, too, man.
Go ahead.
I gotta throw my jab, and then we can move on.
Go ahead.
Dame, hey, look. Now, I used to be hard on Dame. I give Dame his props. Your game has ascended, and you are definitely one of the best point guards in the league. You definitely one of the best rappers in the league, and he seemed like an overall good dude. But you know damn well your kicks don't look good enough for you to be talking about you had some Dames in high school. Mm-hmm. Man, come on. You got to have some fire-ass shoes to be saying that.
What he rock? Adidas? Who he with?
They Adidas, but man, the fact that you even got to ask is my point. I ain't never seen nobody rocking Dames.
That's not fair because I ain't no sneaker dude anyway.
I never seen nobody rocking Dames. I bet you.
Hey,
know
bro, I seen you a picture like, yo, these shits alright.
Yeah, you really will.
You ain't gonna have me out here looking crazy, are you?
You really will.
Hey, I ain't ashamed to say it. I don't rock kicks like that. But when I do, I make sure them shits is gonna be some fire shit. I be like, Spade, what about these?
And boy, I done talked you off the ledge on so many things.
You definitely talked me off the Jean Levi. What was it?
Yes.
The Jordan 4s.
Hey, wait, look, man. I wonder if everybody else feel that way. This man hit me up like, Spade, I gotta get these.
Spade, I told you, and I said, yo, I put that shit together, bruh.
Denim 4s, like the Jordan Retro 4s, they were made out of jean denim material. And a thought bubble popped over my head. I said, oh, shit.
Bro, when I sent the picture, the bubbles popped up on the text ASAP. Like, he sent that shit back ASAP. Like, bro, what are you doing? Shout out to Shot Time, because he was like, yo, don't do it too.
These denim 4s with some denim jeans and a denim jacket.
I didn't say no denim. No, I didn't, bro.
No, you didn't say that. I said I could. No, I said I could picture you pulling that off like that. He gonna throw the denim 4s on with some denim jeans and a denim jacket. I can see him doing that shit.
That's too much denim. Nah, I wouldn't have did that. I would have rocked the denim joints with like some beige khakis to work with a nice little button up and a nice little tie. I would have put it together.
With a tie?
Yeah. I would have brought that shit to work.
Yeah, you're welcome. I saved you. Let's move forward, man. Let's recap the NBA draft that happened this week. Man, bro.
Yeah. So, man, I got the picks. If you don't have them, I got them right here.
Yeah, man. Before you get into it, before you do, I just want to say this. This thing started off going just like everybody thought. This guy going here, this guy going there. Hey, like, all right, this is all what we thought. And then trades started happening, bro. And
Too many.
Scott Van Pelt said, and I like Scott. Scott said, it is my job to know who play for what team. And I have no idea. Like, that's how crazy it was, bro. Yeah, man. It got run through the folks we care about. Let us know who went where.
Well, Spade, first of all, you already know Zion, Morant, Barry went 1, 2, and 3 to their team. But at 4, it was supposed to be the Lakers. Then they traded it to the Pelicans. Then the Pelicans traded it to the Hawks. Yeah. So the Hawks drafted Hunter. Cavs took Darius Garland, which was a head scratcher to me, Spade. I kind of want you to touch on that because he's a point guard. But before you go, at 6, Minnesota traded up. They traded Saric and somebody else, and they took Jarrett Culver. And the Bulls took Kobe White at 7. Pelicans took Jackson Hayes. Then Rui Hachimura went to which was another head scratcher to me as well, to the Wizards. Cam Reddish went to the Hawks. Cameron Johnson went to the Suns. PJ Washington went to the Hornets. Tyler Hero went to the Heat. Romeo Langford to the Celtics. I'm gonna jack this kid name up. Sorry, kid. Sekou Booyah went to the Pistons. 16, Orlando took Chumi Okiki, which was that dude was balling in attorney. The Pels took Gilchrist Alexander cousin, Michael Alexander Walker. Pacers took Goga Bizidi. I guess that dude is some foreigner. We already know how the Spurs did. They took a European or a dude from overseas. Sixers took Matisse Dabu. I'm jacking these names up, babe.
That's what you
Grizz took Brandon Clark. Celtics took Grant Williams. OKC took Darius Bagley. Suns took Ty Jerome. Not Pelicans. Blazers took Nasir Little. Shout out to him. Cavs took Dylan Windler. And at 27, Clippers took some dude with a crazy name. Jordan Poole went to the Warriors. Keldon Johnson went to the Spurs. And Kevin Porter Jr. closed out the first round to the Cavs. So, Spade, I definitely want you to touch on the Cavs. I mean, if you want to talk on the first 4 picks, you can. Hawks took DeAndre Hunter. I think that's a great pick. I like what the Hawks are doing.
Yeah.
But I definitely want you to talk about Darius Garland to the... They got a point guard with Sexton, and they came out and said they want to play them both together. How do you feel about that?
I don't like it. I don't like it. Now, I will admit, I don't know much about Garland. His college career is very similar to Kyrie Irving's in that he didn't play very much before he was hurt. And then I don't know much about him. So he could be an absolute stud. I don't know much about him. But I feel like the Cavaliers need so much. You could have closed your eyes and picked somebody. I feel like you could have picked somebody. I don't know if they felt like they was taking best available. I can't even say that, man, because I don't know, man. I don't know. I'll tell you what I do want to talk on.
Go ahead.
I said this here on the podcast. Most people know, y'all know I'm from Georgia. Y'all used to give me hell. I used to go to Hawks games. People would tweet me at the Hawks games and be like, Spade, I thought you was a Heat fan. I'm like, bro, come on, man. Like, cut me some slack. I live 35 minutes from Phillips Arena and 15 hours from Miami. So, I mean, yeah. But I realized something about me, dog. I like to kind of go against the grain. I like to be different, and living in the Atlanta area, everybody's Atlanta Hawks fans for the most part. And it's well publicized that most of the teams I like are in Miami. I don't like a lot of Atlanta teams, and I guess because everybody around me liked Atlanta teams. Me moving to Central Florida has made me... Now, nobody here likes Atlanta teams, so I feel like it's okay to like Atlanta teams. I said all that to say this. I'm just about ready to have 1 foot out of my Miami Heat bandwagon, and I think I'm damn near ready to be a Hawks fan, bro. I love what the Hawks are doing. So this what we doing?
Now you changing teams?
I didn't say I was changing.
This conversation?
We did. I said everybody get one. I didn't say I was changing, but I tell you what, I'm watching. I'm on our bandwagon. We need a front end alignment. The tires need to be balanced. Shit, mad wobbly over here. When I look over at that Hawks bandwagon, the AC look like it's blowing cold. Seats on recline. They look like it's a nice, comfortable ride over there. And I've been bumping around on this ride for a minute. Now, look, don't get me wrong. I love the Heat. But I love what the Hawks are doing, bro. If it's possible to have 2 teams, I might go that route. I love what the Hawks are doing. First of all, I was big on Trae Young. John Collins and Trae Young showed just a sneak peek of what the hell they could be for a 1-2 punch. You bring in Allen Crabbe at the 2. You bring in DeAndre Hunter and Cam Reddish. Bro, the Hawks, to me, the Hawks, they did the best out of anybody in the draft. Nobody had a better draft than the Atlanta Hawks to me. I'm serious, bro. They won that shit.
Not the Pels?
Not the Pels.
Pels flipped AD to mad pitch.
Yeah, but that one, that's true. That's true. I mean, and you could give them that. I wouldn't be mad if somebody said the Pels, but I'm telling you, man, the Hawks won that shit to me. The Hawks won that shit.
I like what the Hawks are doing. Spade, you don't want to talk on the Knicks drafted R.J. Barrett and they didn't boo. So, they like R.J. Barrett. Nothing to say about R.J.?
R.J. Barrett, man, I didn't know. I never heard this story about Steve Nash. Had you heard this story?
I I didn't know that was his godson or Steve Nash was. I didn't know that at all.
I didn't even know R.J. Barrett was Canadian, so that lets you know how out the
I mean, I knew he was from Canada.
I didn't know that.
That's why people were kind of was comparing him to Wiggins with a left hand because they both from Canada.
Ooh, is that good?
Come on, you know how I feel about Wiggins.
I'm just saying,
hope the kid be way
fighting words.
If
I'm out there hooping my ass off and you call me Wiggins, we're gonna have to see about that shit.
Space,
you better find somebody damn else to call me.
Spade, you know how I feel about Wiggins, bro. And the crazy thing is, Spade, Minnesota, all draft night, Minnesota was trying to give Wiggins away and nobody wanted him, Spade. That's crazy. Nobody wanted him. They was trying to trade Wiggins all night and nobody wanted him. Spade, I like what the Hawks did. I think RJ Barrett was a good. I mean, of course, we know 1 through 3. We like that, but I like what the Hawks did. Rui Hachimura was a head scratcher to me. The big. I want to say he played for Gonzaga. He went to the Wizards. Spade. That was a head scratcher to me at number 9. When I'm like, it's been reports out there that they are gonna trade Bradley Beal out. I just knew the Wizards was gonna draft Cam Reddish. And they drafted a big. When they already got the dude, I think his name, somebody want to correct me, Thomas O'Brien, I think his name is. That dude played well. I'm like, yo, what are they doing? But they drafted this Hachimura dude, and it was crazy because during the draft, I want to say it was either Chauncey, whoever was up there, compared this dude to Kawhi Leonard. I'm like, wait, what? It was crazy. I don't see it. I mean, maybe the Wizards and Chauncey see Kawhi Leonard. I don't see it.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you, and this might be a hot take, but I think the Wiz took Buddy for one reason and one reason only.
Get Dwight out of there?
No, not even.
What?
I think they took Buddy because of his fame. Fame might not be the word I'm looking for.
But is he from Asia?
Yeah.
I don't know what is he, Chinese or Korean? I don't know where he from. He from
Nah, don't make me lie. I don't like to lie.
Spade. That's why they took him. You telling me they just trying to get the Asian fan base?
I think so, and I know that's
some
a hot take.
Shit?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a hot take, right?
Spade. That's hot. That's fresh out the fish grease. Hot. Jesus. Hey, Spade, how you feel about Nasir Little going to the Blazers? I feel like he helps them.
I like that. You don't like that?
Yeah, I like that. I feel like.
I thought you did.
To me, the Blazers always they've been struggling to find a wing. You know, they had Evan Turner, they had Aminu, they had Harkless. I feel like they've been struggling to find a wing that can be a consistent dude over there. And I think Little can be that dude. I think Little can come right in and get the starting job. I think he can come right in and get the starting job. I mean Summer League is on the way, Spade. We already know. Listen, it's going to be a lot of things to watch. I want to say I read that Morant is not going to play in Summer League. I think I read that he's not going to play any Summer League games. But we have to wait and see.
How do you feel about that?
There too. We drafted Kobe White, but I hate our front office, man. I hate our front office because they're like, oh, we still believe in Chris Dunn, but Kobe White is going to have every opportunity to become the starting point guard of this team. Of course he is. You drafted him number 7. But Spade, I always tell you, I don't know if I tell the world, but I tell you, I like Chris Dunn. I think Chris Dunn is a solid player. I felt like every year we had him, he got better. But for whatever reason, Bulls management or the coaching staff is not a fan of Chris Dunn, and we was trying to trade him numerous times as well. And I don't know why they don't like him. Spade, how do you feel about who your team right now, the Heat to Tyler Hero?
Yeah, I think I like him. I got to be honest with you. I don't
like Tyler's.
Yeah, we like Tyler's. But peep game. I didn't know much about Buddy. So, I mean, when you're a fan of a team and they take a player, you go do a little bit of research. And look, nothing compares with seeing a person play. And I didn't see a lot of this kid play. But I tell you what, man, I went all the way back to his high school and looked at some numbers. And he might be that guy, man. His senior year in high school, he averaged 33 points a game, man. He shot over 50% from the field. It seemed like he's a bucket getter. I looked at his his scouting report coming out of high school. Rivals had him as a 4-star. 247 Sports had him as a 4-star. ESPN had him as a 4-star. And in every one of these things, he was ranked in the 30s. 30 in the nation, ESPN, 38 from 24/7 Sports, and 36 on Rivals. So, I mean, it could be a situation the same way I look at Cam Reddish. We were super hard on Cam Reddish, dog. And I feel like he deserved it. Like, I ain't mad at us for being hard on Cam Reddish. But when you used to being the number one and you go to a team where you the number 3, your numbers are going to fall off. My only issue with Reddish was when they did get him involved, he didn't always seem like he was ready for it. But we also say on this very podcast that everybody ain't instant offense. Some people got to get in the rhythm. Some folks got to come in, they got to get some looks in rhythm, then they cook up. Some folks like Lou Will, man. Some folks just come in like, I'm ready to cook
rare.
up.
But those guys...
And that's rare. And that's rare.
Rare.
So maybe this dude go to Kentucky. They got a lot of talent out there. And, maybe he ain't the number one option out there. I don't know. One thing is for sure, man. I do believe in that look good, feel good, play good. And the boy got some swag, man. They interviewed him at the draft. I don't know if you saw him the past. He had gold chains on and shit, man. Yeah. It looked like he had about a $60,000 timepiece on his arm, bust down. My boy said, "Hey, you see the suit, man? Best drip in here." I said, "Oh, shit. Hold up. White boy said he got the best drip in here." Yes.
That made Spade a fan.
That's all it take. Yeah, it don't take much. It don't take much.
Yeah. Ain't seen him shoot a basket yet.
Nah, fuck all that. Just a nice suit and some trash talk. You got me. I mean,
hey, Spade, we can't leave this topic without you giving me your thoughts. Zion rookie impact. What kind of impact should we expect from Zion rookie year?
I think he's gonna have a tremendous impact, man. I think he's a walking superstar. So, to me, impact is on court and off court. So off court impact, that's done already. Like, as soon as they start printing off Zion jerseys, ticket sales are probably already going up. Like, his impact there has already begun. It begun when he stepped up there and started talking about how, much his mom has sacrificed for him. And I actually think his on-the-court impact is going to be pretty good as well, because I'm going to tell you what I like about Zion. Zion is limited offensively. He's not a big-time shooting threat. He got some things that he don't do. I haven't seen him play much in back to the basket. I think you need to work on that part of his game. I think you need to work on the shooting. But you know what he do that I like, bro?
What's that?
The things that he do well, he's content doing that. Zion will go 1 or 2 from the three-point line. Look, man, if I don't shoot the 3 well, I ain't finna be out there shooting 2 or 9. I ain't got no business taking 9 takes out there. If you can't stop me from doing what I'm good at, let me rephrase that. If you stop me from doing what I'm good at, I trust my teammates to do what they good at. And, he displayed some of that at Duke. I don't see any reason why he would change that in the pros. I think he's going to have a pretty substantial impact. Do I want to jump out on the limb and say he's going to be rookie of the year this season? I ain't ready to go that far yet. I ain't ready.
That was my next question.
I know how you work.
Yeah, you do. We've been doing this for a minute. But Spade, I want to touch on something else that bothered me with the draft, bro. And shout out to Maria Teller. It's been some rumors going around that she may take Michelle Beadle's job on that NBA show that they do before the games come on ESPN. But it might not be her. Maybe it was her producers or whoever run the show out there, put the program together. Spade, they got to stop asking these young men about their deceased family members, whether it's brother, sister, mother, father, grandfather, like, come on. It's these kids' best. Now, if they want to speak on it, that's fine. But I felt like some of them times that it was being asked, the young man kind of looked off, and she asked again, like, so how would your deceased mother, who sacrificed so much for you, feel about you making it to the NBA? What type of question is that? She would be ecstatic. What do you want to say? Man, she'd be upset. She don't want me in this shit. She hate basketball. What do you expect them to say? I don't like that question. Am I reaching, or should they stop asking that type of shit?
I agree wholeheartedly. Come
on, man.
And I get it. Like, they want to make this thing, they wanted to make it a feel-good moment. They kept making reference to that. Like, this was such a feel-good draft. So many guys talked about their parents, but I don't want you to drive the narration of it. Throw the microphone in the kid's face and let him say, I lost my mom a couple years ago. This is for her. Let him drive the narration. Don't be like,
they bring it up, I'm cool with it. But asking the question, how would your deceased grandfather who died of cancer, lung cancer last year, like, come on.
And then they asking questions that you ain't gotta ask. You asking stuff like, we know you lost your mom. How would she feel if she was here? The same way anybody's mom would feel if their kid made it to the fucking NBA. They would be ecstatic. Like, you don't have to ask that. You know the answer to that. LaParis, speak a little bit about the guy they asked to say something back home in a different language.
The Rui Hashimura dude, like, and like I said, maybe it's she got the little joint in her ear. Maybe it's her producer telling her like, "Yo,
nah, don't shoot her no bail, bro. That might be her. That might be all her. Again? Don't shoot her no bail."
Maybe it was. Maybe it was. Like I said, I don't know. Maybe it was. But so they asked the Hashimura dude, like she was like you're the first dude, you know what I mean? Drafted this high, yada yada yada. Say something. And I want to say Korean. I could be wrong. He either Korean, Chinese. Don't
I'm gonna say Japanese, but I don't know for sure.
I don't remember. He Asian. So she was like, say something back in your native language, and he said it in English, like
First she said, say something to your people back home. She tried to set them up.
Yeah. So he said it in English. So then she came back again after he said it in English, and was like, say it in Korean or whatever he was. Say it in your native language, and then he said it, and then she came back again, Spade, and said, what did you say? Like, come on, bruh. I just said it in English. Like, come on. Give me a break. I didn't like it, Spade. It was just, and I get it. Spade, I'm going to say this. This might have been the most tears I ever seen in an NBA draft or NFL draft. And I'm talking about tears, period. And I know these kids be so happy, they cry happy tears. But, man, I never seen so many people get interviewed that was crying after getting drafted. I never seen so many people crying. I don't like the questions about the deceased family member. I wish they do away with that. If the kid want to bring it up, be like, you know what? I wouldn't be here without said parent or grandparent or brother or sister or cousin or whoever. If they started off right there and you want to ask a question, cool. But just coming out being like, how was your mother? How was your deceased father? Your grandfather that died last year of pancreatic cancer? Come on, man. It's supposed to be these kids' happiest moment of their life.
Anything for ratings, bro. Anything for ratings.
It's ESPN. And Spade, I tell you this all the time. I'll be like, I don't think, it used to be respectable publications and sports media people. I don't feel like they got to do this. Spade, I talk to you a lot about ESPN and Fox Sports News and Bleacher Report and, all the time and be like, yo, look at them. I'd be like, man, they ain't got to do this. Like, you Bleacher Report, you ESPN, you Fox Sports, you don't got to do this. And they continuously do it for ratings.
Yeah, man. It's the day and age we live in, man.
Yeah, it sucks. I mean, I'm happy for all these kids. I hope they all be successful. It's going to be fun. Summer League starting, I want to say in about a week or two. So it's going to be fun to see these kids up in Summer League. Spade, also something else is coming up.
What?
And Monday, if you guys didn't know.
What happened Monday?
Huh?
What happens Monday?
Oh, yeah, Monday. It's a big day for you.
For me?
It's the NBA regular season awards. That's going to take place on Monday, Spade. So we're going to get to see if James Harden or Giannis is the MVP. We're going to find out who Rookie of the Year. And Spade, I gotta ask you the tough question, bro. I'm sitting back on this, Spade, because I got to ask you the tough question.
Stop trolling.
I got to ask you. Bro, I'm not trolling. I'm asking you a legit tough question. Do anybody care about this shit?
Not me.
You still care about this shit?
No, I don't even remember who did what in the regular season.
I don't care either, bro. The finals been over for about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm ready to start kicking your ass in NFL top fives. That's what my focus at.
Oh, it's on the way. It's on the way. Listen, we told you guys we skipping a week. We ain't gonna be here next week celebrating some birthdays. But the following week, top fives will start, Spade. We're gonna bring back top fives in the NFL.
Okay.
But Spade, you don't even really care about who wins MVP and anything no more?
No, I don't remember who did what. I'm gonna have to go Google their stats.
Spade, that's all you giving me right now?
Bro, I don't give a shit, dog.
Spade, is Monday. It's happening Monday.
I was about to get excited. But I thought you were about to say something like,
Spade, your boy James Harden is in the running for MVP again.
James Harden is in the club. That's where he at.
You ain't lying. He probably... Never mind. I was about to say he probably dropping 50 grand on you know who.
Chill out.
He'll drop 50 grand. He'll drop 50.
Now we're going to have to edit that out.
He'll drop 50 grand on her. All on them cakes. But I got to ask the fans, babe. Do y'all care about the NBA regular season awards? I think Monday is the 30th. On June 30th? Because I don't. I'm not even going to watch. I think Love and Hip Hop come on that night. I guess I'll watch Love and Hip Hop.
Wow.
Yeah,
I'd rather watch the news. The news come on every night.
I'm not watching that shit. Love and Hip Hop coming on.
I watch the news.
Spade, we can move on.
Is it that time? It is that time, man. It is the last segment of today's show. We call this the Strong Arm Performer of the Week. It's a very prestigious award given away in podcast land to a male or female athlete who raised his or her level of play to ensure that their team got the victory. Now, as you guys know, we don't support baseball on this show. We don't know nothing about hockey. The NFL ain't started and the NBA is over. So now we're going to look at some other people in other areas who ensured that their team got the victory. LaParis, you on the hot seat. Who is your Strong Arm Performer of the Week and why?
Spade, I got a good one. I'm going to talk about a guy that took a guy to dinner. Ain't not that type. It ain't going down like that. Spade, I'm talking about David Griffin. He went to dinner with AD and was like, AD told him, look, I have no intentions on staying here. And instead of being like the guy that he replaced and be like, nah, we ain't trading with the Lakers and blah, blah, blah. Spade, if I'm not mistaken, you could correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't the Lakers offer way more, maybe not as many picks, but didn't the Lakers pretty much offer the Pels their whole roster? Like,
sure as hell felt like it. I believe so.
And they was like, yo, we ain't trading with... David Griffin said, you know what? I'm running the show now. I went to dinner with AD. AD has no intentions on being here. He do not want to be here. Let me bust a move. Shout out to him. Bust the trade with the Lakers. Got players. Got picks. Ended up turning those picks into more picks. And got Zion the first pick. Made some additional picks. And have picks for the next 2-3 years. Shout out to David Griffin for busting a move and getting the Pelicans headed in the right direction. And for that reason right there, you are my Strong Arm Performer of the Week. Way to bust a move and not sit on it and be like, no, we going to try and break it. Spade. He went out he took that girl to dinner and was like, this shit ain't it. It's over, baby. It's time to move on.
Yeah. Impressive.
Shout out to him.
I want to give my Strong Arm Performer of the Week to the new Tyler. We had Tyler Johnson. We off that. That's old news. We got Tyler Hero. Best drip in the building. Look good, feel good, play good. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to embrace this guy. I don't know a damn thing about him. First of all, they going to come through and crucify me. They going to say, how you don't know him? I looked him up. I saw his stats. I think he scored 14 a game this year. You know, maybe I should know him, but I don't. I was watching Zion like the rest of the damn world. But you know what? I'm welcoming this guy to Heat Nation, man. I'm wishing, you know, a lot of success for the kid. Big things, man. You already got the swag. All you got to do is come out here, put some work in, and we're going to do big shit this year, man. I'm guaranteeing that we're going to have a better record than the Chicago Bulls. I'm saying it right now. You know?
Stop it. You know Whiteside opted in?
Yeah, I know. I know.
Yeah, Whiteside opted in. He opted. Everybody opted
bro, it ain't a damn show, man.
Hey,
bro, reporting shit ain't nobody asked. Ain't nobody asked that.
Whiteside opted in. Whiteside said, shit, I'm about to get this 21 million.
Oh, speaking of, before we close the show, though. Harrison Barnes opted out.
Oh, my God.
When I felt like Harrison Barnes
thinking.
Yeah, I feel like, look, Harrison, I feel like you might be getting some bad advice from somebody, bro. Harrison Barnes was supposed to get, and I don't have the numbers right here in front of me, don't kill me, I want to say 18, 19 million this year.
I want to say it was 20-something million, Spade.
And they said that his plan is to sign a long-term deal with that money. And, man, I think you get that 18, 19, 20, whatever the hell it was. I think you get that. Already, Sacramento's a really good young team, man. I think Harrison Barnes might have screwed up. Harrison,
He might have screwed up too, bruh.
I hope he didn't pull a Latrell Sprewell. Latrell walked away from the bag one day. Better find him and talk to him.
And the crazy thing, Spade, like, I think Harrison Barnes was a perfect fit because he ain't had to be the man. Like, he kind of went to Dallas, and Dallas was expecting him to take his game to the next level. And he played well, but he was still around that same, give or take, a few points. He was still around them Golden State numbers. He shot better from three and all that, but I felt like in Sacramento, it was the perfect fit. But he opted out, and I don't know where he think he getting the bag from, Spade, because we looking around the landscape and we was looking at money, and there's some teams out there with bread, but everybody, maybe once like the chips fall and everybody be like, all right, we ain't getting KD, we ain't getting Kyrie, maybe we start seeing teams be like, you know what, let's take that next tier or that tier after that next tier, let's get Harrison Barnes for some, some money, but yeah, he might have screwed up, bro. It's going to be amazing to see Hero paired with Chris Paul, with Whiteside. What? That team, you right. You know what? They might have a better record than the Bulls. With Chris Paul, Hero, and Whiteside, yeah, might be looking nice over there. Shout out to Kobe White too. The Bulls took him, man. I like the kid, man. Spade, before I close the show,
I wish y'all like Chris Dunn. Y'all just gonna keep getting point guards every damn year.
Don't say y'all.
I guess you'll get one that can play one day. I guess if you're gonna get a point guard every damn year, you're gonna get one that can play one day, right?
Spade, don't say y'all, because I'm a Chris Dunn fan. I like Chris Dunn. I can't wait till he trade for Wiggins. When the Heat get Wiggins and Chris Paul, yes.
Bro, wrap the show, dog, because when it get late, you just start saying wild shit, bro.
You got anything else?
And I have been getting feedback. People been emailing the Strong Arm Sports account, like, toward the end of the show. I think the parents be getting tired. He just be saying shit. So they want me to do shorter podcasts because you get crazy.
Shit. Ain't nobody email that shit. Spade, do you got anything else to add?
No, I don't. Heat Nation. Fins up. Kane Squad.
Yo, it's funny because I seen a tweet that said David Griffin is who everybody think Pat Riley is. Like David Griffin making moves and they think that's what Pat Riley. Hey. Alright, y'all. We want to thank y'all. I can't talk. My front office sucks. I hate the Bulls front office. Fire Garden Packs. Hashtag that. But like we said, y'all, no show next week. Week after next, we'll be back and we'll be bringing back NFL Top 5. Spade, what do you want to start with first?
Whatever you want to lose. Whatever
you already know like, quarterbacks is last.
Don't matter to me, bro. I talk about an abundance of knowledge, so it don't matter to me.
Hey, leave it in the comment section. What y'all want to start with first? Don't say quarterbacks. Quarterbacks is always last. But listen, man, we want to thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Strong Arm Sports. Y'all already know if you new here, bang the subscribe button. If you're a regular, hit the like button. There's also a little bell up there. You can click that bell. It sends notifications to your mobile device to let you know a new episode has been posted to our YouTube channel. If you don't want to see two dudes arguing in a box, it's okay. We got audio podcasts everywhere. SoundCloud, PodOmatic, iTunes, Spotify. We are everywhere. There's no reason why you guys should ever miss a show. Shout out to y'all for your continued support. We'll see you guys next episode. Yeah. Oh, yo, my bad. Before you click stop, Spade. Hey, everybody wish K Spade a happy birthday, man. His birthday is the 27th. Wish that man a happy birthday. Shout out to him. So I wanted to squeeze that in before. So everybody that watched this show, tune in. Tweet my boy, tell him happy birthday on the 27th, man. But we want to
Why you didn't tell them to wish you one? You just celebrated one.
I did.
You did?
I told him that in the last show. All
right, bet.
But we want to thank you guys for your continued support. We will see you guys next episode. We are out. Peace.